Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the Sara and Michael Abraham Center for Veteran Student Success virtual groundbreaking ceremony and Veterans Day celebration. My name is Diana Tolles. I'm a veteran, and I'm the coordinator for Veteran Student Success. I am profoundly grateful for the donations and support of Sara Abraham, trustee and veteran Michael Abraham, and trustee Paul Mosley, as well as other supportive donors. Sara and Michael, thank you for being with us here today. Paul, we know you are with us virtually, and we are very grateful for your support. Thank you, too, to President Devorah Lieberman for your presence here today, for your belief that the experiences of veterans and the military-connected community would provide value to the Laverne experience, and for your decision to direct a portion of the Amundsen Veteran Scholarship Initiative Fund towards the creation of an Office for Veteran Student Success. Your leadership and that decision set us on this path today, leading to the creation of a fully dedicated, safe space in which veteran students can find community and a sense of belonging, as well as enhanced academic, administrative, emotional, and physical support. Thank you. Also here today is Michael Bishop, Air Force veteran, University of Laverne student, and President's Ambassador. He's also a student assistant in the Sara and Michael Abraham Center for Veteran Student Success. Michael exemplifies the virtue of giving back and of veterans serving veterans, and I am so grateful to have him on the Laverne team. Michael will speak immediately following the virtual Veterans Day presentation. Veterans, I and the veteran student staff really miss you. We miss you being here. We miss serving you in the same way that we did before COVID. But we truly look forward to celebrating your return and to opening the center safely in the near future. At this time, I invite you to join us virtually for a celebration of our veteran students. Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Bishop, and I am an Air Force veteran and a senior here at the University of Laverne, and I am currently working towards my history degree, with plans on continuing my education at the Lafayette College of Education here at the University of Laverne, starting in the spring of 2021. Not long after I retired from the Air Force, I noticed there was something missing. It was the brotherhood you felt while in service. Little did I know that I would find that same feeling here at the University of Laverne and in the Sara and Michael Abraham Center for Veteran Student Success. The Veteran Center provides a safe place for veterans to go and relax before and after classes and to have a quiet place to study. It also gives us an opportunity to support each other during our educational journey at ULV. From our monthly breakfast to our snacks that we get during finals weeks, the Veteran Center is an invaluable part of the ULV experience. Sara Abraham, Board of Trustee members Michael Abraham and Paul Mosley, and all the other supportive donors, you have ensured the future success of the veteran students that attend ULV. It shows a commitment from President Lieberman, the trustees, and the generous donors that veteran students matter at ULV. And for this, I thank you. And on behalf of all veterans who attend the University of La Verne and have benefited from the Veterans Center on a daily basis, we thank you again. We are better able to meet our future goals with your generous support. And it is my honor to introduce the University of La Verne President, Devorah Lieberman.
Thank you, Michael. And thank you, Diana, for those beautiful opening remarks. And Michael, thank you for talking about your role as a veteran and your role as a student here at the University of La Verne. You know, during this time of COVID, where everyone is feeling this sense of sort of isolation and distance and continuing to look for purpose and reasons to connect, I can think of no better reason to get together today here at the Veteran Student Success Center, which is called now the Sara and Michael Abraham Veteran Student Success Center. There's no other place that I would rather be that exemplifies what it means to truly come together and make connections, build bridges across differences. And today, we are honoring, literally, all the veterans. Today's Veterans Day, as you know, and we're honoring the veterans who have served this country with courage, with sacrifice, with belief, and with purpose. Today is the perfect day to dedicate this center, and which has existed for 2 years, actually, and to have the groundbreaking for making this center a place that further enhances the lives, the experience of we have hundreds of veterans who attend the University of La Verne, and this center is here to support every single veteran. I always say, and the university often says, this needs to be a place, this needs to be a university where everyone, no matter what your background, no matter what your political affiliation, no matter what your gender, this is a place where everyone says, this is where I belong. And in that context of this is where I belong, this is why we created the Veteran Student Success Center, so that every veteran says, I am welcomed at the University of La Verne, and this is a university that will help me succeed personally and professionally and provide social mobility so that when I graduate, I will turn the page on the next chapter of my life and make my life even better and my community's lives even better. So we have 2 angels among us, and those angels are Sara and Michael Abraham. When Michael Abraham came on the Board of Trustees at the University of La Verne, not a graduate of the university, but seeing that this is a university that serves a purpose that other universities don't necessarily serve, he came on the board so he could be a leader on the board. His wife, who is not officially on the board, is as influential as he is in my life and in the lives of others at the University of La Verne. So Michael and Sara have committed so much of their time, their talent, and their financial generosity to the University of La Verne. You can see it with the Sara and Michael Abraham Campus Center in the middle of our campus. You can see it when the university bought the University House where the president lives. Michael and Sara took the lead on that. And then they turned their vision on the Sara and Michael Abraham Veteran Student Success Center. And Michael said, if this is going to be a place where every veteran says, this is where I belong, then we need to upgrade, upskill, and enhance this center physically so that the spaces outside the center and the spaces inside the center truly represent and are an emblem of a place where every veteran says, this is where I belong. So Sarah Abraham, you are an angel to the University of Laverne. Michael Abraham, you are another angel for the University of Laverne. If it were not for Sarah and Michael Abraham, the University of Laverne would not be what we are today. This is just one more example of them having vision and then engaging other members of the Board of Trustees like Paul Mosley, who said, I also want to be a contributor to the Veteran Student Success Center. So we thank you, the university thanks you, and most of all, every single veteran who attends the University of Laverne. On behalf of all of those veterans, we thank you. Michael Abraham, you are not just an angel, you are my angel, and I am deeply appreciative. Thank you. Michael? You can take your mask off now, Michael.
I had a 25-minute speech that I was going to give, but there's no points left. I just have a simple message today. Freedom is not free. It's our veterans and those who have given their lives. They paid the cost. That's how we get things done. And also, centers are not free. And it takes donors, it takes people who have vision. It takes people who want to give back and make a difference. You can do all the complaining that you want about whatever's happening in the country. You can say we have a divided country, but what are you going to do about it? You got to do things. You got to do things by your actions, and if you want to get change, you're going to have to contribute to make change happen. And that's basically what philanthropy is. There's two types of philanthropy. The philanthropy where you give actual dollars, and there's philanthropy where you give a majority of your time to help others, not just your cause, but to help others. And what this center is, it's an effort. I spent a number of years in the military. I was a commissioned officer. I went through ROTC, and the reason I went through ROTC that my older brother, was a B-26 pilot during the Korean War. And he said, Mike, and back in the 50s when I was in college, there was a requirement that we serve X amount of time in the military. We still had a draft. So I went through ROTC, and I started graduate school thinking I could get a deferment for 4 years to complete a PhD program, but the government thought otherwise. So I went on active duty, I thought, for 6 months, but I got assigned to Korea when I got out of artillery school, then jump school, and I spent 13 months in Korea, came back from Korea, thought I was ready to get out of the military, and they built a wall around Berlin, and all of a sudden active duty got extended for another year. So I think back at those times. When I was limited at that time, I says, oh my Lord, how my life is being wasted here in the military because I should be back in school. It wasn't wasted in the military. I think back at it, at those times, and the wonderful camaraderie we had amongst individuals at that time, and I've maintained that camaraderie with veterans through the years. One of the substantial donors to this is a Naval Academy graduate. He's a lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps. He flew combat for the Marines in the Vietnam War. We veterans, whether you're enlisted, whether you're non-commissioned, whether you're commissioned, we all have a camaraderie for one another. And on this day, Veterans Day, this makes me very, very happy that this project that we started maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, we're going to begin it with the groundbreaking today. We have the money, we've got the plans, and all we need is the time it's going to take to complete the project. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Michael. Your thoughts and sharing your experiences with us means a lot, and I know it means a lot to our veterans. Thank you. Okay, it's time to dig that dirt. So we will move on over to the mound, and we will begin the groundbreaking ceremony. Thank you to all of you who joined us for this ceremony and for this day, and to our veterans, a wonderful, wonderful, meaningful Veterans Day. Take care.